Hey Cancer, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekend reading from September 1st through the 3rd, 2023. This is for Cancer here. Let's see what's going on. We have playing it safe here. You may feel like you want to be low-key. You may be attempting to be low-key. Wow. But you're trying to plan. It's like you're wanting to be low-key because you don't want to come out and make. It's almost like you don't want to make mistakes or you don't want to be viewed a certain way. So it's like it's best to lay low. You may feel that way. Your plans are changing. You're finally, it's like whatever it was, your plans may have been traditional at first. Like, I'm going to do this or I'm going to go here. Whatever it is traditional. Like, every Saturday we do this together. And now your plans are changing because you're trying to, it's like you're trying to find your own way. You may have been guided by tradition, family, a rule book, like we have sometimes with Hierophant that could even be like religious restrictions and things like, oh, on Saturdays we're not allowed to have beef or something. And I'm being facetious, but I'm being so serious about just the act of the decisions that or how it affected your routine life. It's like you may decide you want to walk away from it, turn away from it, and find your own measure of peace. So playing it safe over all of this speaks of you wanting to stay low key, that you may feel like if you were to do what you really wanted to do, it could be a problem. And so we have planning and action with the Hanged Man, Hierophant, Page of Wands, Three of Swords. And off the top, this is you making, you realizing that your plans are going to have to change. And they may seem to everyone as being immature and very impulsive. And a lot of this would be having to walk away from seeing a change in plans as immature and impulsive. That's part of it, is how you are viewing you doing your own thing. It seems like it may have been drilled in you that when you are doing something, it's immature. It's ridiculous. You didn't think it through. You're being childish. It may have been drilled in you for this to be here. And they're showing that it's time to change that viewpoint. Right, that you may be following your heart. You may already have, because we all come to, none of us have a manual. I want to say, like, there's no manual to being an adult or being a child or being a person. Like, just because you were born under this sign doesn't mean there's a manual on being a Cancer or being da 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 da. Right? There's many different, because we all have different signs within us. We all have planets and houses and things of that nature that influence. Right? So they're showing that you have your own way of what works for you, and you may be following the traditions of like men or traditions of your family or religious traditions that really don't speak to your spirit. And it's time for you to see what you are going to sacrifice, walk away from, cut out of your life. That makes you feel like anything that makes you feel like a disappointment is something that needs to be cut out, I have to say. And that's something they're screaming out. Look at things for what it is. If it makes you feel low, like, oh, I ate beef on Saturday and now I'm doomed, if it makes you feel that way, it's time to cut it out, because that is actually not what your creator put you here for, to be doomed on every little small thing. He already knows your heart. You're already in these situations. All this is here for you. It's about what you perceive it to be, kind of thing. And they're saying that with the Hangman here. The honoring path with Ace of Swords and Two of Wands is that there's a path that is definitely, absolutely right for you. It's very clear to you what you could do or what you should do. And it's almost like they're asking you, what would you rather do? What would give you a peace of mind? To do the right thing, or to be the person that everybody's like, yay, Cancer showed up and pulled through? Or would it make you feel better to do your own thing all together, change horses midstream and do something different? They're asking a question here. Family, friends, and guides with Temperance and Eight of Wands. This is almost saying that your ancestors are saying either way you're going to be straight. Right? You can expect us to help you every step of the way. It doesn't matter what you do. Right? With Temperance, that's saying that we'll make it work. We'll make oil and water mix like you wouldn't believe. Go ahead and do whatever it is. If you feel that there's something that you want to do that seems rebellious, seems immature, seems ridiculous to other people, we're here for you. Your ancestors are pushing or applauding you with this Temperance and Eight of Wands. Now you have milestone here with the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. And this is like a milestone of finally feeling as though you're standing for something that you believe in. And that you are, it's like you're you're wise. You're the milestones that you may finally feel good, or if you were to choose your own thing and be a little bit rebellious, quote unquote, against whatever tradition or whatever you've been like, I've been doing this for 20 years. You're gonna feel better about yourself. You're gonna be like, find your, what's the word, like you're gonna stand on your square, like this is me and this is what I do and this is who I am and I love it, and you're gonna do well in it. They're showing us a milestone of you finally feeling like, I'm stable, I'm gonna do my thing, I feel good about it. You've got to, if it's a milestone, then that means that you were meant to feel this way to begin with. But there were some things you had to walk away from. A lot of times, the Three of Swords, it says disappointment, it speaks about heartbreak, but a lot of times this is sacrificing things that you've held on to or for a while for the betterment, for your own sanity, or like for the best of you. And if the devil was here, I would almost speak to like rehab or something. And I mean it in the sense of, sometimes you have to be taken away from your environment, people that you care about, your familiar corners and familiar haunts, in order for you to get better. So a lot of times they will fly you across 1,000 miles away to where you're in a whole different environment. You have no other choice but to like rewire your mind and do something different. And so this is that energy of like, sometimes you got to cut something out, sacrifice something in order to just jolt you onto the path that you're supposed to be on. And that's what we've got here. So you could be, I hope this isn't all over the place, but that's what we got. We have Pisces, Taurus, Sagittarius here. We also have Leo, Aries, Capricorn, and Virgo. So you could be a Pisces, Aries cusp, Aries, Taurus cusp. We have, you could be a Cancer, Leo cusp, Leo, Virgo cusp. And we also have Sagittarius, Capricorn cusp. And if you're not dealing with those signs could be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.